Real Housewives of Atlanta, child. Finally getting this review done. Did y'all see how Britt attacked Shamia at the end, child? The way she held on to Shamia, like she was really, I love you, you my sister. That's what it is. You gonna be my sister. And I said, well, girl, Britt, she can't breathe. Well, let her go. Britt was highly emotional in that moment. Bless her heart. But Britt is definitely she was giving her actress chops. I want to put Britt in a Tubi movie. I want Britt in a movie on Tubi or something because Britt was giving them hell, wasn't she? I said, go Britt. It was an amazing performance. She actually looked like an actress with the hood that she had on, the cover up, and I thought she looked. Listen, Britt is a beautiful woman at the end of the day, manufactured and beautiful, absolutely stunning. She is. Somebody said she favors Nicki Minaj. I can see that for sure. Bone structure, complexion, hair. Yeah, I can see a little Nicki. So anyway, this is the second day. I think the ladies are in Grenada. They had the whole big, it was Drew versus Shamia and then Drew versus Portia and that whole thing. They got over that briefly. We get to the next day. The ladies are meeting up in the kitchen. Phaedra's looking at everybody kind of funny, like a weird, looking at their outfits up and down. She's just being extra shady because we only got a few episodes left in this season. She came on in the latter part of the season and she's just trying to make her little mark. Once again, although I enjoy Phaedra on the show, I still don't understand why they did not give her a fresh contract for next season. She came back as a full-time housewife. I felt like it was silly making Phaedra such a big deal, and she's only going to be on, 5-6 episodes, if that. So I just thought that was weird. But whatever. I think their whole plan this season didn't work out at Bravo for the Housewives of Atlanta. But overall, I do feel like it's still a good season, for sure, compared to what we had to work with in the past. So what else is going on? Let me see. The ladies, they went to a waterfall and stuff. It was cute. They split up in groups. It was like the new girls and then the old girls together. It was Shamia, Cynthia, Phaedra, Portia. And then it was Kelly, Brittany, Drew, Britt, and stuff. And they were talking. Everybody's trying to figure out Drew's business. Who's black? This black guy that she's allegedly talking to. Nobody cares. I'm going to speak for the large majority of the YouTube community who review Housewives of Atlanta. We don't care who Drew is with, child. As bad as Ralph do her, child, please. At this point, I wouldn't blame if she got with Ralph's brother. Who cares? Who cares? Because Ralph is trying to take that woman to the cleaners. That's so sad that Drew is the star in that relationship. And it's so sad that, and Drew has been in movies and TV shows and all kind of stuff. And underrated though, she is for sure. But Drew is talented. Drew's been acting since she was a teenager. That's when I remember seeing her. But it's just crazy. It's crazy and insane the sides that you learn to a person when the relationship is on the decline. You see some of the nastiest parts of them, parts that you never even knew existed. I tell you. Any relationship that I get into, I'm going to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, if I'm being honest with you. Because I just got to protect myself at the end of the day. I got to protect my feelings. This is my life. And at the end of the day, I don't know how long you're going to be here. What I'm supposed to do? Be all in? I don't know. Maybe I'll change my opinion about it as time go on. But as of right now, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. So, anyway, let me see what else happened. The ladies ate. They was flirting with some of the guys that was there. Um, and they were talking. Phaedra was clowning Drew's outfits, which is unnecessary. And she said that she don't really know Angela, but one thing that is clear from all the ladies is that nobody really knew about Angela. That apparently, allegedly, Charles Oakley is a different person when he's outside of Angela. Apparently, Charles is quite the party. He's quite the fun guy. We don't see none of that on the Housewives. And he's about that life, apparently. And a lot of people are saying there's a secret baby. So I'm as much as I like Angela, everybody can't be lying. Either Charles is for the streets or something is going on. And you're just trying to act like it's all good. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's your husband and you're going to stand beside him and you can do what you want to do. But is everybody just hating and jealous or what, sis? I mean, it is a risk when you get with the athlete. It really is. I mean, you kind of signing up for multiples. I'm just saying, it just comes with the territory. Not everybody cheats, not everybody does it, but mostly everybody do, especially on that kind of level. So, I mean, I don't know. What else is going on? Angela tried to call Charles. He didn't really want to talk to her. He's just, I just don't like that personality. His personality type. Charles, I just couldn't be bothered. I don't know. It's just a little bit combative. It's a little petty. It's a little bit of know-it-all. It's a little bit of my way or the highway. It's just, he has great qualities, I'm sure, but after, loving on me one day and then the next day you back to having these little petty arguments and saying slick stuff out your mouth for no reason. That would annoy me to no end. Once again, that's Angela's relationship, and I like Angela. So there's that. They gave her a cake at the end. It was beautiful. Shamia was flipping on Britt Edie, wasn't she? It was unnecessary. I said, well, Shamia, what did the girl do? She was kind of just giving it to Britt Edie. She brought up the fact that Britt Edie didn't package nothing for the Grenadans, and she didn't leave nothing, and whoop to whoop. But I mean, why create a moment about it? It is what it is. She's cheap. Don't ask her to bring nothing no more. I mean, it's just as simple as that, ain't it? I don't know. I just didn't like that. I like Shamia overall. I still think that everybody on this cast should come back next season. But Shamia was kind of getting on my nerves this episode. I said, well, Shamia, what you got going on? I think Shamia was just upset because she ain't had no clothes to wear. So she was just taking it out on somebody. She chose Britt. It was weird. But in today's time, we all know Britt Edie. Make sure you guys check out my Chalaki Thoughts video where I talked about Britt Edie suing the network. And she's not going to be at the reunion. And Britt Edie is not close to any of them. And blah, blah, blah. I talk a little bit more about that in the Chalaki Thoughts video. But we all know the relationship that Britt Edie has with the ladies now, which is nothing. But yeah, she was just kind of slick coming for her. One thing I do respect about Britt Edie is that she don't have no problem standing up for herself against anybody. And she don't have a problem reading each and every one of them their rights. I appreciate that. It's tough to do when you're in a room full of people that's against you. But I do kind of agree with what Phaedra was telling her too, when she was giving her some advice saying, well, you kind of putting yourself in a certain position to be disliked and stuff, and you are doing the most. Because Britt Edie, she brought up the fact that she don't really feel supported by the ladies and all that. But I'm like, Britt Edie, first of all, don't nobody know you. You just got there, and supported by what? They came to your main event that you had, and it was a chop. You didn't even feed the people. So why would I be excited about another one of your functions? Am I going to eat? Am I going to get to eat? Do I need to run by Bojangles before I get there? So it's just like, come again? Because what are we saying, Britt? We just meeting you. I don't feel supported by the ladies. Girl, What else happened? So they met with the Prime Minister of Grenada. He's a handsome guy, looked really young. They was flirting with him and stuff. It was funny. But yeah, Portia and Britt was getting into it at the table, and Britt felt like she was cutting her off. Shamia kept throwing shade at Britt, being passive aggressive, like Britt was saying she was. It was unnecessary. And what I don't like is being in a situation, because Shamia's everybody's friend. And I don't like being in a situation where you, as everybody's friend, as the one person that nobody really has any issues with like that, like, or I'll just say you're surrounded by your main core friend group, so you know they're gonna have your back. I don't like, and for those people to come at other people that you know don't have anybody like that. They got their back 10 toes down. I don't like that. And that's what Shamia was giving me. She was giving me a little bit of bully behavior when it came to Britt Edie. Now, obviously, Britt Edie got all the flaws in the world. But I don't like that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And that just didn't feel good to me in that moment. But yeah, afterwards, Shamia, she got a phone call that the baby was not feeling well, her youngest, and we're praying for her, Shiloh, and everything that's going on with her health-wise. And so Shamia, she was upset about it, and all the ladies surrounded her, which was nice. And Britt Edie, she came around and hugged Shamia and started crying and damn near attacked that woman. I said, well, Britt, get off, but she can't breathe. I know she's remorseful right now. She's crying, but she still got to be able to breathe in between the tears. Britt Edie didn't care. She grabbed that woman. I said, get up off her, Britt. Really, you're doing a lot. Britt ended up derobing, taking a couple of shots. And, she was trying to make her feel better. It was cute overall, but she did attack that woman. She did. So next episode is just from here on out, it looks like it's just going to be the decline of Brittany Shamika Edie, or whatever her middle name is. So it's just, y'all stay tuned, child. There's so much more to talk about in the Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know, maybe 3-4 more episodes left, probably. We'll see what it gives. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at S16 on Instagram and Twitter, at S1689 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, TikTok, and as always, run me my money, run me my fade, run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.